My name is Ben Knowles from East Coast Yacht Sales, and in this video I'm going to be walking you through the rarest MJM that's ever been built and probably one of the more desirable ones, an MJM 29Z outboard. This boat's been totally repowered, all refinished with the exterior paint, deck paint, hardtop paint. This boat is in excellent condition. Please take a look, and if you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out using the information below this video. Starting with the exterior, as I mentioned, this boat has been fully refinished. The hull, the deck, and the non-skid, and this thing is looking amazing, basically brand new. The window ports have been painted. This boat does have electric front opening windows. You can see how they added these brackets up here to do stand-up paddleboards. They've also added a solar power system to keep the battery bank fully charged up. In addition to the battery bank, they've also added a full lithium-ion house battery bank to support a DC-powered air conditioning unit on this boat. So there's been an incredible amount of work that's been done to it. And moving aft, you can see one of the most substantial pieces of work, which is repowering this boat with twin Mercury Verado 250 horsepower engines, which this boat screams with this amount of power. The boat is unbelievable. These Mercury 250 horsepower Verado engines offer a tremendous amount of power. This boat has about 100 hours on her, so the engines have hardly been broken in, and this is a really great power plant for this boat. Stepping on to the cockpit of the 29Z, you can just see how many people you can seat around this whole U-shaped bench seating. It is incredible. Inside the protection of the pilot house, you can sit 6 adults inside here, and you can easily sit probably another 4 adults back in here. So 10 adults could be seated in this area easily. Now, when you come into the pilot house, you can just see how much protection you have on this 29-foot boat. I've already mentioned that you can sit 6 people inside here, but this is a very comfortable cabin, air conditioned and heated if you wish as well. And of course, if you want more of that center console wind in your face sort of a feel, both these windows can open up and you can get plenty of fresh air coming in here if you want. But of course, when the weather does get bad, you batten down the hatches, you can lower the aft curtain, and you can have 6 adults seated in here nice and protected from the weather. Now moving forward up to the helm area, what I really love about this helm, you feel like you're on a real boat. This 29 MJM is more like a pocket yacht. You've got some beautiful accommodations down below, which we'll get to in a minute. But when you're driving this boat, it doesn't feel like you're driving a 29-foot boat. You've got this great helm ergonomics right here. You can stand up, you can use the seat as a leaning post. Of course, you could sit down on the boat as well and sit back, let the boat drive itself basically. You've got this great Edson destroyer wheel as well with these 2 Garmin screens that have also been updated in more recent history as well. You've just got everything you really need, a bunch of information coming in from these screens, great visibility, just the versatility that you have on the 29Z is so sweet. Stepping down into the living accommodations, it's just 3 steps down. I'm about 6 foot 1 inch. I don't quite have stand-up headroom, but plenty of headroom for a 29-foot boat. Again, compared to a 29-foot boat, you've got a tremendous amount of volume down here. Part of this volume is thanks to this huge bow flare that Doug Zern has designed into this boat. So looking forward, I'll show you a photo now of what this looks like looking forward, but you've got these beautiful cherry battens lining the hull, nice and warm light coming in as well. You've got 2 forward opening window ports, an opening overhead hatch, and there's just plenty of natural ventilation and air that can come into here. And again, mind you that this is a air-conditioned space as well, with the lithium-ion battery bank supporting the energy demands from the DC air conditioning unit. So very fresh and new, sophisticated system that was recently installed on this boat. But you've got a really great galliot right here. It's nice and simple. You've got a ice box in here, which you can just put some ice in here and keep everything nice and cool. You've got this deep dish stainless steel sink. a couple of little drawers in here, and really just nice and elegant storage aft of the tabletop. Another little thing that you have is right in here, you've got a little coat hanger, so you can hang up some of your clothes and whatnot, some jackets, so that's a really clever spot. And even little clever things like you've got your battery switches hidden under here, you can put some stuff in there, and then you've got bilge access underneath that step as well. So and then another great thing about this boat, again, doesn't really feel like you're in a 29 footer, is you have a wonderful head area here with a vacuum flush Dometic freshwater head and nice little sink as well. And this is a wet head, so you can shower in here if you wish. And of course, within a pocket cruiser, you also need to have generous storage, which this boat certainly has. Starting with these outboard cabinets in here, look at how much storage there is. You've got this mesh netting as well, just to help keep this space nice and organized. On the port side here as well, you've got a tremendous amount of storage. This is some of the battery banks, the storage that you have in here, but still it has not taken up that much space, so you have a tremendous amount of storage in here. You've got space underneath my feet right here, and of course all the way aft you have some storage, so there's plenty of place to store your extra gear that you want to carry on board with you. I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough tour of this MJM 29Z outboard version. If you have any questions for me, please do feel free to reach out using the information below this video.